Hi there, my name is Richard McMahon from the Interview training company, passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to pass a security guard or security officer interview, and in particular we're going to cover a number of interview questions and more importantly some high scoring answers. So if you have a security guard or security officer interview coming up with any organisation, this tutorial is going to really help you to pass. Now, before I get into the tips and those interview questions and high scoring answers, a very warm welcome to this tutorial. My name is Richard McMahon, that's me there in the centre. I am a former fire officer, and for the last 20 years or so I've been helping people like you to pass their interviews, and I do that by, as I say, providing you with high scoring answers. Now please do subscribe by clicking the red button below the video, and then you won't miss out on any of the weekly interview training tutorials that I'm uploading. And also I would very much appreciate it if you gave the video a like. Thank you very much. Now, in preparation for your security guard interview, it is very, very important that you aim to demonstrate the following skills and qualities. This is how you will be assessed during your security guard or security officer interview. Now, we have to aim at a high level of professionalism. That is very, very important. So you have to demonstrate an ability and an understanding of why you need to remain calm under pressure. Also demonstrate the effective use of great communication skills in order to diffuse potentially conflict situations. Be able, of course, to follow rules and procedures, and also absorb a large amount of job and industry specific information and training. An understanding of the law that is applicable to the role of security guard within your particular area, and also be able to uphold the principles and the values of the organisation you are working for as a security guard or a security officer. So I've spent quite a lot of time putting together the following interview questions and answers, and they are all tailored. The answers are tailored to demonstrate that you have those 5 important skills and qualities. So let's get straight into those interview questions and answers for your security guard interview. Let's go. So the first question during this particular interview will be, tell me about yourself, and in particular the skills, the qualities and the experience you have that's going to be a perfect match for the role of a security guard. So if this is the first question, we want to make sure that you get off on the right footing, and this will give you the positivity and the confidence to move forward to pass the rest of the interview. So here's my suggested answer. I'm a hard-working, professional and resilient person who fully understands the high levels of responsibility that come with the role of a security guard. Now, the reputation and security of your business is absolutely paramount, and I believe I have the skills, qualities and the experience to protect your business whilst also adhering to the law and the legal requirements of the role. Now, in respect of the experiences I have, I've got plenty of experience in dealing with people in a wide range of situations, including confrontation and also potentially dangerous scenarios. Now, throughout these types of situations, I can always be relied upon to remain calm, composed, and more importantly, follow my training and the operational procedures required by you, my employer. If you hire me to be your security guard, I will always act with a high degree of professionalism and integrity, and I will never put your organisation or your people in jeopardy. So that's a very strong answer to that first question. So if you use that, you get the attention of the interviewer, and also the very important thing is you are demonstrating that you have the high levels of professionalism and integrity required to be a security guard or a security officer. Now, you can either take notes in regards to these answers to the security guard interview, or if you stick around, I will tell you where you can download a copy of these and others to make sure that you pass your security guard interview as we go through this tutorial. Let's have a look at the second question. What are the 7 main attributes required to be a competent and professional security guard? So could you answer that now? If somebody was to say to you, what are the 7 main attributes needed? Could you reel them off quickly? Here's my answer to this question. The 7 main qualities of a security guard are an ability to remain calm and composed under pressure, an ability to follow strict rules, procedures, and also your training, and also a desire to perform the role to a high standard whilst acting as a positive role model for your employer. You also need an ability to communicate effectively, be capable of diffusing potential conflict situations, and also having a willingness to continually learn and develop within the role. Now, I strongly believe I have all of the 7 attributes required to perform the role of a security guard to a very high standard. So that's another strong answer, and you'll see there that I've highlighted in bold the key 7 attributes needed to perform the role correctly. Let's have a look at another question. Why do you want to become a security guard for our company and not someone else's? So basically, what has attracted you to us specifically? So they're going to want to know, why do you want to work for them? Because there's lots of organizations and businesses that you could be a security guard for. So why have you chosen them? So here's my suggested answer. I want to work for your company in the role of security guard for 2 main reasons. The first reason is the standards you set are clearly very high. And I want to work for an employer who does everything by the book and who also cuts no corners. I have worked hard to become a professional and competent security guard, and your company profile fits my aspirations. Now, secondly, I feel confident that you will support me in the role, and from what I've seen during my research, you are an organisation who will be around for many years to come, meaning if I work hard and provide a great service for you, I will hopefully have a job with you for many years to come. Now, job security is extremely important to me, and I want to be in this position for many years to come if I'm successful today at the interview. So that demonstrates that you've looked into them and you've actually got 2 main reasons why you want to work for them. And again, that response demonstrates that you have high levels of professionalism, which is attractive to anybody who is looking to hire a security guard. Now, I've got 2 more questions to go through, so please do stick around. However, if you want to download the full set, my full set of security guard and security officer interview questions and high scoring answers, there's a link that's appeared right there in the top right hand corner of that video. It will take you through to my secure website, passmyinterview.com, where you can take a look at all of the questions and also download the answers. So let's now take a look at another question for your security guard interview. What rules and regulations must you adhere to as a security guard? So you need to understand the law in respect of the role of a security guard, because that will also be at the forefront of an employer's mind. Is, does this person, he or she, understand the law, and will they operate within the law? Because you don't want to put their organisation at risk or at jeopardy. So here we go. First and foremost, you have to follow the legal requirements of the role at all times. And having personally gone through extensive training programs and rigorous license checks and assessments, I have proved I'm capable of doing just that. Now, despite what most people think, security guards do not have any powers more than the general public. And it's important to remember that whilst performing your duties, I would be employed to protect your business. And whilst I would be able to make a citizen's arrest if needed, I would always utilise effective body language and communication techniques to de-escalate any kind of situation. With, of course, the protection of your business and staff at the forefront of everything I do within the role. Now, in respect of using force, under Section 3 of the Criminal Law Act, you may use as much force as is reasonably practical in the circumstances in the prevention of crime, or also in effecting or assisting in the lawful arrest of offenders or suspected offenders, or of persons unlawfully at large. Now, with regards to powers of search, security guards do not have the power to commit a forced search of someone's property or belongings. So that answer shows again that you have those high levels of professionalism, but you also understand the law for your particular area. Let's have a look at another question. Security guards have to remain calm under pressure. Describe a time when you remained calm under extreme pressure in a previous role. So this is a type of behavioural interview question that assesses whether you've been in this kind of situation before and whether you can also follow your rules and your training. So here we go. I can remember working in a previous role as a security officer at a popular and exclusive nightclub venue in a busy town centre. It had been a hot bank holiday weekend and the pubs started closing, so lots of people were making their way over to our venue. We had a strict no entry policy for stag and hen groups. A large group of 12 males tried to enter the club, and I politely refused them entry, stating our club policy restricted them from entering. Now, most of the group were respectful of my decision, but one particular male would not leave, and he started to become aggressive and confrontational. I stood my position, used effective body language, and continued to refuse him entry. I basically used a non-confrontational but firm tone of voice and remained absolutely calm throughout. Now, eventually his friends persuaded him to leave. I then radioed to the other late-night venues in the area to warn them of the group, and in particular that one male who appeared intent on causing trouble. Now, in this type of situation, I would always remember my training and remain calm and professional at all times. If I felt the situation was going to deteriorate or potentially become dangerous, my priority would be to secure the club to protect our visitors before calling the police. I would never ever use force unless it was warranted, and even then it would only be used at the appropriate level and in line with the law. So that's another strong answer. It's specific in nature and demonstrating that you know what to do in that kind of situation. So if you'd like to learn more and download more answers, you can have them in your inbox within 2 minutes from now. Click that link right there in the top right hand corner. It'll go through to my website and you can have a look at all of my suggested security guard interview questions, and you'll also have the option to download the answers as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, and I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please stick them in the comments section below and I'll come on here each day and answer them for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best in your pursuit to becoming a security guard. Thank you.